we live in a world of doubt. We live in an age of skepticism. And we have learned to doubt absolutely everything. We try to doubt in order to protect us, but doubt doesn't lead to protection, no doubt. It just leads to even more disappointment, more frustration, more indecision, more disillusionment. Every person we encounter following the resurrection of Jesus faced this same problem, and it was the problem of doubt. Nobody comes back from crucifixion. When you die on a cross, you're dead. You're not just dead, you are dead. And at that point in the story, everybody thought it was final. Thomas was one of Jesus' closest friends and followers. He's been his disciple for the past 3 years. And just think about this. I mean, Thomas, he's heard everything Jesus has said for the past 3 years. Every sermon, every teaching, every parable, Thomas is there and he's listening. Not just that. He's seen everything Jesus has done with his own eyes. He's an eyewitness to everything. I mean, every miracle he performed, he's walked with Jesus. He has talked with Jesus. He sat by the campfire with Jesus every night. They've swapped stories. They've told jokes. Like Thomas knows Jesus as well as anybody knows Jesus. And Jesus knows Thomas better than he even knows himself. But now here we are, 8 days later, and the disciples are together again. This time, Thomas was with him. The doors were locked, but suddenly, as before, Jesus was standing among them. "Peace be with you," he said. Thomas looks at Jesus. And before Thomas can speak a word, before Thomas can say, "Jesus, I'm so sorry," Jesus speaks. And listen to what Jesus says. Jesus said to Thomas, verse 27, "Hey, Thomas, come here. Come here. Put your finger here. Look at my hands. Hey, take your hand and put it into the wound in my side. Thomas, don't be faithless any longer. Don't doubt any longer. Believe." My friends, this is the grace of God. Jesus doesn't scold Thomas. He doesn't give him the cold shoulder or the silent treatment. Jesus never once called Thomas doubting Thomas. That's a name we gave him. That's never a name Jesus called him. Never mind the fact that every single disciple doubted Jesus before they saw Jesus. How about that? I want you to hear what Thomas says. Verse 28, Thomas exclaims, "My Lord and my God." The one we think of as doubting Thomas. This is his declaration about who God is. Thomas, the one that we often think of as doubting Thomas, is the very first to declare that this is who Jesus is. God is Jesus, and Jesus is God. And maybe, just maybe, like so many people, you find it hard to believe. You find it hard to find faith in the one that you cannot see. You find it hard to trust the eyewitness accounts of these ancient eyewitnesses who said that Jesus rose from the dead. You find it hard to believe in a God who feels so far away. And if that's you, I just want you to know, Jesus is not angry with you. Jesus is not disappointed in you. Jesus is not going to give you the cold shoulder or the silent treatment or turn away from you or abandon you or forsake you because you from time to time have your own questions and your own doubts. No, let me tell you what Jesus is going to do. Just like Thomas, Jesus is going to find a way to come to you, and he's going to invite you to come and see, to come and find faith. Jesus wants to reveal himself to you so that you can come and see and so that you can come and believe. And it may be the reason you're here this morning.